So hello everyone. Today is our test discussion, test 8. Last week we conducted essay. So we given 4 topic, 2 theme-based topic, and another 2 is theme plus philosophical topic. So today we are going to take a 2 topic from here, and we'll discuss about this how to address this body and how can we what are the way to initiate the introduction and how to conclude. Okay. So first thing first, we'll take second topic. Freedom is not the absence of restraint, but presence of meaningful choice. So we'll take this topic and we'll discuss it. So first topic is freedom is not the absence of restraint, but the presence of meaningful choice. So this is our first topic. So here, from here onward, we'll say how to write intro and body and conclusion. Okay. Listen everyone, we are not going to discuss the content, but we're going to discuss what are the way to initiate the introduction, and what are the way to address the body and different dimension, and how to conclude this essay. So first thing first, introduction. Okay. So first thing is introduction. So as we know, in essay we can introduce as many type, like anecdote or poem, or storytelling or recent speech or any historical event. So through this all this dimension we can introduce we can initiate an introduction in essay. Here we can anecdote. So normally in introduction we have 3 paragraph. First paragraph is, like I said, anecdote or speech or event. Second paragraph is you have to tell to the examiner that you understood the theme related to this topic. Your topic is freedom is not the absence of restraint, but the presence of meaningful choice. Okay, so here the theme is freedom, and the framework is freedom is not the absence of restraint, but the presence of meaningful choice. So, restraint and choice, these are the keywords. Restraint and choice related to freedom. So, how to integrate these 2 things into the freedom? So, we have to establish the second paragraph uh, to tell the examiner that we got to understand the theme, and we also establish the connection with first paragraph. Okay, I'll tell you one again. So this is our first page and this is our second page. Okay, first page, here from here to here. In first, you have to initiate some speech or some anecdote or some historical event which related to freedom. That was supposed to be here. Okay, I just initiated an anecdote related to, you can initiate anything, any imaginary story or any ncrt stories related to the freedom. Or suppose you can say that they say, so x and y persons are there. So uh, maybe the you can say that X is the father, Y is the son, and between their conversation you can include the keywords, the freedom, the restraint and choice, and what are the limitations, and the kids might asking to the uh, question to the father, how it is related to all those three things. So from like this you can initiate a anecdote. Second thing, theme. The question theme you have to connect with the anecdote, and you have to establish the theme, like theme which examiner should understand that you got the theme, you understood the theme, and uh, you are able to understand the keywords in the essay. So this is the second part. Okay, and third is thesis. Thesis means from here onward, you're going to discuss the body part. So, which all the body part you're going to discuss, that how to be tell here, like a trailer. So, next 6 page on sorry, not 6 page, next 4 page, you are going to establish so and so body, and you're going to establish a so and so body part and so and so initiative and so and so discussion. So, this part you have to address here. That I said thesis. This is our introduction. So, okay, don't worry, I'll discuss the body part, but I'm not going to discuss the introduction because it take too much time. We don't have that much time. So, like, I finish introduction. So next is body. Okay, from here onward you have to take body, that is 800 to 850 or 900 words. This must be your body. So remember the theme: freedom is not the absence of restraint but the presence of meaningful choice. So you can use any method, pestle method, uh, or any syllabus method, but I prefer you to, when you get the theme, when you get understood the theme, when you understand the essay, initiate the discussion in different dimension. In that dimension, you can add multiple micro dimension through from the syllabus point or any other method, like I said, pestle. Okay, so I'll write some discussion, I mean, uh, this is your essay topic. Okay, so in body part, at least 4 to 5 discussion spectrum you have to initiate. So and so dimension you're going to discuss, that should be convinced to the examiner. So okay, the first part is uh, I write it, then I'll tell you. So these are the body part which we are going to open the discussion with examiner. So I'll tell my examiner these are the dimension, macro dimension that I'm going to discuss with you through my paper. So first is what is freedom. Second is how freedom is not merely the absence of restraint. Third is freedom emerges out of the meaningful choice. Freedom is absence of restraint. Then I established that there is a another part, there is a reasonable restriction as well. Freedom is absence of restraint. First I'm going to tell that, yeah, there is a freedom is there is an absence of restraint, but also there is a other part, there is a double-edged sword, there is a reasonable restrictions need and meaningful choice. No, last part is meaningful choice not always ensure the complete freedom. Some other aspect also there, like I'm going to counter the argument, and then I'll give my final take, then conclude that. So these are my body part. Okay, I hope you understand the body part. So from here, each part maximum 200 words. Each part maximum you can write 200 words. uh, as you know, you are the UPSC aspirant. You have enough knowledge to crack the all the dimension. First, what is freedom? You can define this freedom. You can quote some quote. You can quote some historical background, related to freedom, and you can add the recent example how effectively freedom is establishing, how are things going. Okay, that is first part. And second is how freedom is not merely the absence of restraint. And there you can say that it's not merely the absence of freedom. I'm repeating, it's not merely the absence of restraint. Rather, it has some other capacity, like others said, but it's the presence of meaningful choice. Of course, we agree that apart that it's require a capacity to act, that is enforceability. We have various laws, we have various schemes, we have various policies to ensure the freedom, but that's not enforceable many of time, especially for the vulnerable groups and all. So we have enforceability, we have the capacity to act. Second is unlimited freedom lead to anarchy. There is a, if we choose, as examiner said, freedom is not merely the absence. Like I said, freedom, how freedom is not merely the absence of restraint. Apart from that, if if we follow unlimited freedom, there's a anarchy, there's a it's lead to cause of social disrupt the social order, society order, national order. There's a national interest, there's a collective interest. These all things we can set here. Okay, and we all saying that not merely the absence of restraint is a complete freedom, and also we are establishing that uh, next phase, freedom emerges out of meaningful life. How freedom is completely reasonable, logical, and rational. It is out of meaningful choice. I'm repeating, it is out of meaningful choice. So first we discuss about what is freedom, and second we discuss about, okay, how freedom is not merely the absence of restraint. In there we said that it's not merely the absence of restraint, rather than some other things are there. And second we said that however freedom emerge out of meaningful choice when the freedom is completely logical, rational, logical, and reasonable. It emerges out of meaningful choice. Then only we can say the freedom that it is completely logical or completely rational. Okay, that is the third point. From there, we'll jump to next initiative, that is freedom is absence of restraint. However, there is a reasonable restriction. Like we said, many dimension we have discussed it here, but apart from that we also discussed freedom is absence of restraint. Yeah, we agree with the author, freedom is absence of. So like I said, first we discuss about the freedom. Second, it's just not merely the absence of freedom. We established that apart from that there is another aspect also. And third thing we discuss about, yeah, freedom emerge out of meaningful life. Then only we can say that this is a rational, logical, completely reasonable freedom. Okay, these are the three dimensions we discuss about. Then we'll discuss about freedom is absence of restraint. Yeah, of course we are agreeing with the examiner, the quote which he said. Also we are just trying to say that, just put two comma here, then write it, reasonable restriction also matter here. Reasonable restriction also matter here. Here we can say that national security, health concern, environment, governance issue, collective responsibility or collective interest, societal order. These are the things we can put here. Through that, freedom is absence of restraint, but there is a reasonable restriction. We can establish the idea or establish the our idea to examiner. So this is the fourth point. From there we'll complete, we go into next part, the last part. So last and final part is meaningful choice is not always the ensure complete freedom. I just give the extra dimension here. You can choose which one are, which all part you feel comfort, which all part you just felt, yeah, yeah, it is apt to the question. You can choose according to your choice. Okay, I'm not showing that. I'm not saying that you have to take it all the four part. In essay, you have to take 3 to 4 dimension is enough. If you are crossing 5, fine, don't be 6 or 7. Okay, 3 to 4 is decent. 5, if you are able to manage 5, fine, no issue, you can take the initiative for the discussion. Okay, so these are the body part. In that body part, in each you have to write maximum 200, maximum 200. Okay, if you write it in 4 part in 200, come around you get 800 watt. This is decently fair. Okay. So as I said, you can take 4 dimension. In that dimension, you have to discuss in various aspects. Okay, in governance, ethical, environmental, IA, Indian societal aspect, geographical aspect. You can you can relate whatever you need in essay, because essay is discussion. You can do whatever you want, but make sure that the topic, the paragraph, the theme, the dimension which and all you take, it's close to the topic. You are not able to, you are not allowed to deviate from the topic. Whatever you want to discuss, discuss it properly, mannerly. Make sure that it is. So I said, whatever you want to contribute to the essay, you can do it. No worries. Make sure that it is related to the theme. You are not allowed to deviate from the topic. If you are deviate from the topic, your mark will be less. If you are as much as close to the topic, you will get better mark. So I hope everyone got clear. So this will be our body. This will be our body discussion. These are the dimension which I am going to discuss with my examiner, and in that I'll discuss it 200 words every part. In that part, micro part, I'll initiate the different dimension. Okay, through syllabus perspective or whatever you want, whatever you studied, you can relate it. When you make para with dimension, substantive point, with evidence, with the data. Okay, and when you jump to the next para, connect it, and do not introduce a radical point. Make sure that there is a continuity, there is a flow. We're going to discuss each and every point in our class. Hope you will enjoy in our class. Okay, we'll discuss it about each and every word, how to how to write it, what and all things we need to write, from where it is refer, and how to create a uh, body discussion, and how to connect it every aspect and all. Okay, so last and final conclusion. Maximum 200 words you can write it conclusion. Here you can conclude it. Like I said, there's a last dimension. Meaningful choice not ensure always complete freedom. Meaningful choice not ensure that complete or reasonable freedom. I'll repeat: meaningful choice not ensure. Meaningful choice not ensure reasonable freedom. So here you need to discuss then what and all you need to be done. What and all you need to be done which are not discussed in the body, and make sure that give a brief conclusion within 150 to 200 words. Uh, our 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 conclusion should be based on yeah, there is a reasonable decision, there is a meaningful life, sorry, meaningful choice. But what and all we need to done to ensure these two aspects: meaningful choice and reasonable freedom. So you have to enhance the point and give 5 dimension or point para. I'm not saying that 5 para. You have 2 pages, maximum 4 para or 3 para. Okay, maximum 3 to 4 para you can use in conclusion. Use it as a which a dimension I emphasize it. Our conclusion should be based on, as examiner said, the meaningful choice, also the reasonable freedom. We have to emphasize that, and we can conclude that. Okay, I know I gave the brief idea, the body structure, not the content. If you are interested in the content wise, just join us. We'll provide a essay program and also essay writing also. Thank you.
Gallant IAS, chasing your passion to ace.